Good evening. We continue our adventure now as we have Mousesports versus Astralis. Quite the long start. It was an absolute ball tear as we see Na'Vi go up against FaZe on Mirage, and we get that juicy triple overtime, close to a quad as well. Fortunately, Edward and his 4K solved that problem for us. So now we venture into Mousesports versus Astralis. We have these handsome chaps joining me. I'm Machine, your host, and I'm joined by Janko Paunovic and Chad Birchill, or Chaddy B, as he likes to be known.
Yeah, I do like to be known as Chaddy B.
You do?
Yeah,
you prefer
that's
that?
my favorite name.
Your alias?
Yes.
Okay, well, we have to talk about one man's alias, and it is hard to pronounce unless you're Danish, but Magisk is what they say, I believe. Morgisk.
Is that what it is?
I have no idea. We do have a lot of Danes in the production room. We are live from Copenhagen, a beautiful studio. But let's talk about this one just a little bit, gents, because I think we kind of have to accelerate the schedule just so these damn players can continue to play their favorite game. But Astralis Mouse, I want to talk about Mr. Magisk.
The Magic Boy.
That's Danish, by the way. That's perfect Danish.
That was beautiful.
You do, Alex.
Yeah, new blood on Astralis, and you know what? We haven't had a lot to say about him after day one.
So his stats aren't anything fantastic, you know, to look at. It's just more what he's going to be able to bring to the team, and it's going to take a while to see that impact really come to its own or come to fruition. It's the sense that he can be more of an aggressive player, and that's something that Astralis has been lacking for some time. The positives of what he's brought already is Device, Glaive, and Dupree are all playing very well, right? They all have good stats from their games yesterday. That's one day, right? Obviously, where everything changes from day to day, and it could be completely different coming into this matchup. But it's impressive so far that Astralis have won quite a few pistols, whereas last season in Pro League, they really, really struggled. So that's a good change.
And you were looking at the pistol stats. I don't know if they're at the top of your head, Janko, but they were considerably better.
They already won 1/3 of the pistols so far compared to all that they won in the previous season of Pro League. So that's
Holy
4 maps
crap.
compared to 26.
26. So in what the 4 maps they've played, they're already a third of the way to getting the amount of
pistols.
pistols.
Of the map, they basically got 1/3 of the rounds,
That's
which is, you know, they
insanity.
won 7 out of 8 yesterday, and they won 21 total out of 48
So
last season.
an 87.5% success rate in their pistols. So
Exactly, Alex.
God damn,
I'm
that's
impressed
juicy.
by
Thank
the
you.
math on stream, live.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but
Yeah.
I'm proud of that one. Either way, great pistols from Astralis. Magisk, at this point in time, just kind of to TLDR it, was what you were saying before, which was just that they are already looking a little bit more limber, a little bit more. This is that honeymoon kind of description we often attach to a new player signing.
Yeah, you know, we still have to see how they're going to play with him. No one knows the style, so they have that going for them. But have to realize, as we talked about it yesterday, you know, the Astralis did not see this coming. They had to scramble for a player after Kirby left for North. So it was between probably Magus, Config, maybe Dennis was still in the equation. Maybe he was already committed to NIP, we don't know. But with the amount of Danish talent, there's not as much talent that has tier 1 experience. So for Astralis, this is them having to figure out also how are we going to fit him into how we like to play.
Yeah, and we kind of covered it already in our first day of broadcast, where we did talk about how he does provide something that Kirby doesn't, and that is, of course, just the simple fact that he can be more aggressive, or at least we have more historical evidence of that. But then you said they clipped Kirby's wings a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I think. You know, Kirby was like more of a free reign player when he was playing in Dignitas, right?
You don't want to see that happen to Magisk.
I think they need that flair. If they take that away from him, it's gonna suck a little bit, because, you know, when he was at his best, even though it's kind of a one-trick pony, so to speak, it can get countered quite easily. He needs to keep reinventing the wheel, and he is a young player. That aggression is definitely necessary.
I think you probably look towards SK and how Fur plays and how he is incorporated within the team and still gets to do his own thing, right? So maybe you can take a page out of SK's and Fallen's book to see how you can let a guy be aggressive and still have a good team play around that.
Be aggressive.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing then what new Astralis does look like. It does sound like they're going to be loading into the server, so I'll ask my final and follow-up question over to the casters over there. So that's Janko, Chad. I'm just going to go ahead and ask these fellas who are looking beautiful. So my question is that they're talking about how they want Magisk to kind of go fur, get a bit feral, and actually just start having that aggression and that loose style of play, the bit of the less default style of play.
Okay.
My question to you is, do you think you have to be a certain type of person, type of character, to be able to kind of, you know, talk to Glaive and say, I'm doing this?
Yeah, I think it's part of the personality of the player.
Right.
They have to kind of want that. Like one of the most famous examples, I think, is Skadoodle. Most of his tenure was in Cloud9.
Skadaddy.
Nice, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Like, he was one of the players that was obviously famously he didn't have that killer instinct. Didn't want to do what he wanted to do. Is having to be told what to do. I think with those kind of players, you want that kind of play style. They have to have it within them already. They need to have that assertiveness to bring to the table. You can't just force it into someone. You know. That's what I want to say.
That's what, yeah, certainly can't do that.
I'm not touching that one.
Don't you dare.
Not even me.
Absolutely
I'm going to leave
not.
that one right there.
Mouse Astralis, I'd like to know how you think this one's going to play out. You got some love for Mouse? Take it away.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think this is actually quite a good matchup, especially on Mirage. I feel like Oscar, we've seen what kind of work he can do on this one. It should be quite the showcase here as we go a little bit further into this one. It's going to be Majors to open things up and take down Robs, as we'll see the Glocks try and make their way towards B.
Glock out with your Glock out. Zipix is the one that waits, and he's going to try and hold them off, but can't do anything about it. In fact, Seiko jumps through and catches him off. Mouse had an excellent season debut last night. Now it's Astralis' turn to try and shut them down. Something Fnatic device. So far for Astralis, and
but what was so funny to me is how completely raw that was. That was literally Henry when he's hanging out with us. Oh, yeah, thanks for that. He's had absolutely no patience.
Bit of a problem. He's gonna have to play for information with Chris, but Chris is the one who planted, and is therefore stuck on the quad of the site.
There we go. Regis will come in. It's now down to the 1 versus 1. Sunny 3 HP, presumably. Glaive comes out on top of him. He's got the awkward weapon, the CZ75, and as soon as you have to reload, he's only got 6 bullets now. Oh my goodness, it's going to be Sunny just sat in the smoke. He's completely wrecked him here. He has no idea where he is. Still in there. Glaive can't see him. This is unbelievable. This is so good by Sunny. There's no time, and he nails the shot. That was crazy towards the end. And Sunny is completely outplaced and is sitting in the smoke. No idea as to where it was, and just plays it perfectly. Nice work.
Well, as it all transpires, it works out to Mousesports even with the low HP. Device and Co. back on their way. They won't own Deagles. Dupree and Magisk actually go for armor. Both of which utilize it in different areas of the map. One toward B stair, or excuse me, A stairs, CT, and one anchoring in B. So both of them are playing secure positions, if you will. The other three are kind of playing off of the aggression in middle, trying to find picks early enough with those Deagles. Smoked off in connector. Sunny's gotten close with Mac 10, but he's not all the way through just yet. Glaive on the other side of the smoke. And he waits with the support of Device. Ooh, good nade. Good damage on his Zipix. He didn't have the armor. If Dupree didn't, he would be in the same state. Comes out slightly better off for it. Stico gets Glaive. He opened up the last round as well. Good shot. Oscar takes down Zipix. Device. He's trying to low HP, but he can't find the shot at all. Stico's going to put him in his place. They might actually get away with this efficiently with all 5 staying up.
Looks like they might just do that. Well, here we go. Magisk and Dupree wait in towards CT Sport. Nice shot there by the new signing.
Just to rotate back around.
Yeah, they won't be winning this round, but just trying to cause as much damage as they can as the round progresses. There will be Magisk and Dupree. Holding on. Dupree might go down here. It's going to be Oscar. He's got one of the Galils. Time ticks away. The bomb will go off. It's a fast round from Mousesports. Keeping 4 players alive. Presumably 4. Oscar might extend a little further once the bomb goes down. He might just go and have a look as to whether the van is clear. We'll have a look and just follow that thread for a second. He doesn't. So the 2 Deagles do survive. They've got the armor, but it's hardly significant. It's not like it's going to be the difference making this round. They might be able to find a couple of 1 Deags and get some consolation frags in that respect. We'll see what happens.
So Zipix to leave spawn in this 3rd round, still with pistol, and therefore they'll stack up the A side. I believe the only one not to be joining in on that stack. The in-game leader has other plans. He's going to do it all himself at B, Henry.
I'll have to.
Did you get enough Mirage last time? Because we're here again.
It's true, I didn't think about that. No, I didn't. I was looking for quadruple if I'm honest, so wasn't quite enough.
Well, Chris will work his way up. He's got the AK-47 in hand. It's Oscar to jump out. We could see him shooting. We didn't see where he shot to. It was just beside Quad. He takes down Glaive, and he'll push through the open door. If life presents you with an open door, Henry, take every opportunity that you get.
We'll see if Astralis can do anything with this. With the bomb down, I would say it'd be a resounding no at this stage. Round 3, pistols. Dupree just trying to save onto the body armor, I would imagine. He might get 1 kill out of this. Nope, he'll go down. Mac 10 will close things out. There's a kill from Sunny. Remember, Astralis here with Mage's Boy, who's been playing pretty reasonable. He's not like had an amazing breakout performance so far, but he's been keeping on the team and like a couple of top frag performances as we watched him beat FaZe 2-0 yesterday. I think they were very happy with that. It brings good morale in and actually kickstarts that honeymoon period we discussed as well. Take down a team like that, you start building up the confidence. And our Device brings out the AWP. Of course he does. He is now back on AWPing roles. Maybe you haven't watched CS since the major, where he was secondary AWP there. He was actually a rifler. Dupree taking the main AWP responsibility. Wasn't too successful. And they're back to where we're more used to seeing. And this is where Device will do his best work. He's considered a top 5 AWPer. Device is the first kill, I would say that. And Dupree will help him out and take down Sunny as well. They're going for a bit of a bonus round play there, considering they still had like Mac 10s and Galils fast up towards shore. But Device getting that first frag, they should be in a very good stead to take the first gun round here.
Steve spot finds Dupree behind the vent. Glave's going to try and capitalize and catch him off before he gets into the underpass. Does manage to do it on a second peek. Zipic shuts down Chris J, also named after Henry G, just like Kenny S.
Yeah, I don't think that one's true, but we can go with that. Like,
listen, Henry, any opportunity you have to take advantage of something and give yourself a little pat on the back, you do it.
okay, well, yeah, it was pretty much exactly that.
It's all you. It's all you.
I started his career, got him into Counter-Strike, and
There you go.
I kind of made him the player he is today.
That's
Either
the
way,
truth.
round number 5, and we'll see whether Astralis can keep it as a good run. Remember, this with the guns really come out from Mousesports. You'll see the AKs. Presumably, Oscar gets dropped. Something they're kind of considering that right now. Do they drop him an AWP? He's like, guys, I've only got 2700, hello. But he brings out the Scout, and he's done, you remember back in the Major, he did some unspeakable things with the Scout.
I don't ever want to repeat those again.
Yeah, they were disgusting.
Someday there'll be a Twitter revelation about it.
Possibly. Hashtag he scouted me too.
It's not bad. Well, Chris has the bomb, so back off. They're going to set for smokes. He's going to throw the CT smoke by the look of his lineup. I like the way his lineup looks.
You want to steer the ship.
I can steer the ship. Henry's dying. I am the gyro of the ship. You're the navigator, but I can just go by the seam of my pants. It's Device to take down Sticko first. AWP back through the smoke and then fades off. Dupree's the one playing towards CT stairs and sends just firebox, and he loses the duel. So too does Dupree. You can't afford to miss those shots, my friends. Not in this galaxy.
Fortunately, they did manage to do substantial damage there as Glaive will come through. 3 very low HP players. Device rotates in. Bomb is down. They do have kit in the form of Zipex, but it's Oscar coming for the long con here. Zipex seems to be looking at that area, but they're not going to spot him just yet. Glaive comes through. Oh, what is going on here? Okay, I have no idea. The Glock actually prevails somehow. Zipex struggling, gets the wall bang though with the AK-47. 2-on-2, a real scrappy round so far. No utility deployed. And Mousesports only have 1 flashbang left. It looks like the bomb's going off. I have no idea. If we can see that from Oscar's POV, that'd be amazing. He had a Glock, and the Zipex was on top of his head. Or I believe Glaive, sorry. Like, it was weird as to what was going on there.
Weird. You're a bit weird.
I know.
Just kidding, that's me.
No, I am.
Well, I think
really
we
am.
all are.
Look at this. So Oscar was here, right? And the player just runs on his head. He's got a Glock.
That's hard to aim straight down, to be fair.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just a weird scene, you know? Like, I've never seen anything like that. Running on top of his head, he's got the Glock. It's like, pea shooter beneath him.
Shoot him right in the balls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing we have to discuss.
Okay.
When we go
Where's
to
this
that
going?
place, we can't. There's a statue in a city that we're going to soon that we can't talk about yet, where you have to rub the balls for good luck of a horse.
Golden balls.
They are golden because
Brass balls.
Yeah, they're more brass, yeah. Tico's gotten Glaive, Oscar, Sunny. They'll take down Device and Dupree. This is looking amazing from Mouse. Man, you know what? I'm taking it back. I called them out yesterday and said I'm not convinced by them just yet. They're convincing me. They're doing it, and they're doing it live. Sunny gets taken down by Magisk. 4 versus 2, Zipex. The one to work with Magisk on this play, to work with him in trying to hold off what is going to be a very scattered Mirage. More importantly, Chris J's already worked his way inside of the B site. He can try now flank, try and work behind. The issue with flanking this position is that, unfortunately, your degree of separation from your target isn't great. He's favored by the fact that Zipex looked toward the vent, but he still looked back. In other words, you're still going toward a very confined doorway. It doesn't matter if you come from the right and the left. It's not hard to react for Zipex. So the flank was there, but he chose to go directly into danger. It's brought it back to 2 versus 3, but the problem is they're low HP, and they've got to save. So Mousesports still get the round.
Mousesports. A flurry of frags coming in towards middle there. Just absolutely wrecking Astralis as they came through towards the top of middle. And it's going to be Sticko, Oscar, and Sunny finding those opening kills. That's all that was required as well. Bomb we planted, and the CT saving once again. Zipex probably gets a kill here. Sticko, I don't think we're checking this tight angle. We'll have a look though. Maybe he does. Oh, okay, he did. And Zipex was caught in awkward timing. Luckily, Magisk was there to save him. 2 on 2, but the bomb will be going off momentarily. 5-1 for Mousesports, and now saving 2 AK-47s. Astralis. Certainly begs the question as to whether they force around this. Second save loss bonus and 2 AKs. They definitely could go with some Deagles, maybe. We'll have a look. CZ for Dupree. It is the more financially viable pistol. It's only $500 as opposed to the 700 the Deagle costs. So if you're trying to save money, it's the budget pistol, which actually probably one of the best guns in the game. So that's fine. Magis will drop another CZ there. CZ, PZ.
Liquid Squeeze Ed. You're still proud of that one, are you?
I don't know if anyone knows what it is, if I'm honest.
Well, I'm glad you've got something to take to the grave.
It's one of my
with you.
catchphrases.
It's your legacy,
Yeah.
if I'm honest. Etched in the histories of immortalization on the internet. I like this. Very clean screen, no graphics, and then they're back. All right, well.
What's the final buy? No armor, just upgraded pistols. Glaive. Player that's not going to purchase anything. In-game leader. As we'll see. Oscar, he is very commonly spotted in the B apartments. That's in his corner. Wait, he can actually avoid the nades there. So the HEs that are commonly thrown, he can actually beat them there, wait for them to come through, and as they're thrown, he'll peek. But he wants a little bit more than that right now. All bangs. Bam position, trying to inflict damage, residing in that position. Looks towards that boost spot as well. You can just kind of track his mental path there. What positions he's checking, where he's wall banging, where he's pre-aiming. It's quite cool to watch a player like him and how he thinks.
So Sticko back to the top of middle. Fires down toward them. Baits in Magisk. He'll get 2. Glaive follows on Sunny with just the pistol. Not a bad round, Astralis. Good setup, makes good use of the weapons they have. They'll lose one of the rifles, but they've got a 2-man advantage. It's just Oscar and Rops. Both lethal in their own right. Rops last night was excellent. He was dynamite, some might say, on Inferno.
Oh, it absolutely was. Well, it's going
Sorry,
to
it
be...
was actually on this map last night. What am I saying? Where he had the nade, he had the 1v3.
That's right. That little nade was quite nice, and Dupree's going to get back here for sure. I'm not sure why the AWP goes in first. It's the AK boys.
Dink as well.
Yeah, that's the round over. It's actually Majors stepping up. Glaive helping him out. They get the AK-47s. This was not a force buy. This was 2 saved AK-47s. And 10 seconds remaining now. Rops will not be able to do anything about this apart from save the AWP. Wants to make sure he stays alive after the time expires. No one near him, so that should be absolutely fine. As we get into round number 8 next, it's going to be 5-2. Astralis turning up. As Rops will save the AWP, a couple of flashbangs, and that's about it. As Major spoiled one of the AKs. Doesn't really flash. And that is teammate Zipex taking all the aggro away from the window. He'll get 2, and Glaive not purchasing anything in that round. Gets a nice kill with the silenced USP. Find ourselves in this interesting position now. Zipex. AK again. Lots of those. On the CT side, lots of weapons saved. And the game really begins here. Sticko, CZ in hand. Oscar the AWP, same position again, avoiding those grenades. And smoke that comes in first, he's actually in front of it. You can see if he can beat that. He actually has a really good chance, but I think he's grey screen if he comes out any further. He just experimented with it. Yep, he is. So he'll have to fall back somewhat, as Zipex wants to deny that prospect.
One side to the other. Cheeky, but it's on the inside of the door frame, not the other side of it. Oscar is there to Dupree sees him, excuse me.
Wow.
He responds and takes down Zipix, baits him back out. Dupree does get the shot in the end. Oscar gone. I think the AWP actually fell forward of the window and into the depths of the site. Deep enough to drown, Henry.
4 on 4. Glaive drops. It's quite the easy kill, all things considered. Spots him there. Good positioning though from Glaive. We're just pushing all the way towards T-spawn now. Sticko recovers the AWP, and you might want to give that to Chris J, if I'm honest. We'll see if they make the swap. There we go. Good idea.
Thank you, sir. I'll
Just
take
gonna
that.
take them all
Oh
down.
my goodness. Bomb off. Ooh, okay. Fair play. I tip my hat to you, sir. I'm not wearing a hat, but it's not the point. Sonny's going to work up connector. If he's not spotted by Dupree, okay, he is. Yes, Dupree takes damage. Doesn't need to re-pick it. All he needs to do is transfer that information to Glaive. Sticko's trying to pre-fire inside the side. Oh, he's missed the shots. That's a huge misplay. Because all they had to do was control the situation, work that down into time, and deny potentially the bomb plant. They don't manage to do so. It is planted in the red. And Dupree now has to wait for Device to get in position. He's behind him at connector. No rotation back to hold off the bomb. It's planted safe side of default. Another shot that Dupree can't convert on. This is fantastic from Mousesports. Small gap in that board, remember, on top of Firebox. So he would have been able to see through that just barely and get a shot into Device, but this becomes a problem. Device also doesn't have a kit. Op and save. Wow, they pull it back from a 3 versus 2, and what was a flank that I thought was going to end the round all on its own.
It seemed like it was just Mousesports kind of recovering at that point. It's like, we've got the AWP here, let's just fall back when we can save these weapons. Sticko, though, was on a bit of a tear there and manages to pick up 3 kills in total. I wasn't expecting it from him. If I'm completely honest, he managed to get 3 very influential frags. It seemed like Magisk had done enough in that T-spawn play. He can even let a couple of them walk past, but here are the frags from Sticko. We'll see how strong they were now. Great work, a little wallbang there, hit on Dupree. And this is going to throw Astralis into financial turmoil here. Magisk CZ, Dupree UMP, and a couple of M4s, and Dupree knows, Device knows he has to get aggressive. It's a straight up B rush from Mousesports. Is this the right call? We'll find out. Good nades, flashbangs there, making things very awkward. His Device has rotated in, misses the first chance of the shot. This is so weird. Is anyone going to come out on top? Zipex, Device seem to be making it happen. They've got time to rotate now, and it looks like an Astralis are going to have a clean sweep. Quite those. Rops will find one. Leaving himself in a very awkward position now. Has to fall back and see if there's any rotating players coming in. Mirage completely shut down there. The flashbangs can be very powerful. If you get one player stuck in the little windows you jump through, it can cause a massive blockage. And all of a sudden everyone's getting naded, flashed again, and the CTs have time to rotate in. No one even got out of the apartment zone out. That was pretty unreal.
Rops. Great shot on Device, but he's got 3 more to find if he wants any chance to win this round out. He won't. 6-3. Astralis fighting back. Mousesports looking to be hot property in the opening stages of this season. Zipix, good read to help Dupree. Ball fell down all too easy at that point. So they'll fight forward with guns. A lot of money. Zipix is a little bit strapped for cash. I think there's an M4 down for him. Glaive likely has one dropped over for him as well. I didn't see 2. I wasn't really quick to note it, but fortunately for them, they've got a chance to build their bank against very little weaponry on the opposing side as well.
Well, a chance to reflect as we take a small break. The dust settles here on Mirage as they prepare themselves for the next round. It's 6-3. Astralis now working out their next play as Mousesports are wounded. Scouts, Galils, and a Deagle. The V-Rush really not working out for them previously. You're free to send them a clear message as he pushes towards middle. Fires for with the Scout. Sticko might go down to the nade, not quite. Too shallow there. And Jeffrey will fall back after knowing he gets a ding towards Sticko. So that's a damage done. Information gathered. They are back and they've got some weaponry. And he knows Sticko's going to be low. So they swap over. Sticko takes the Deagle, allowing Sonny to have an AK-47 and full health. Sticko's just be cannon fodder at this point. Hold a horrible, dirty angle. Wait for someone to run past, even get a 1 dig. Something like that.
Oscar. Working with a scout back into the B apartments. He's alone. The rest are gathered toward A main. A main, the name of the game. At least for this round for Mousesports. Sonny's outside of the archway. Decoy down towards CT spawn. Don't be misled by that radar. Smokes out, small gap. Magisk will try and position himself on the stairs in accordance with that gap and potentially catch off the bomb plant. Sticko's got to be careful. They're spraying onto it. Magisk can't get it in the safe side of the box, and therefore the bomb does get planted. A well executed play from Mousesports, considering Device is down. They haven't lost anyone yet, even with the lesser weapons. 2 AKs now become extremely powerful in the post plant. Chris has good position to catch off information towards CT, and power comes with knowledge. Glaive will take down Chris. It is still Astralis that are putting themselves forward in the retake. Damage done as well, but that's the deagle for Sticko. Sonny's got one of the AKs. He's got 2 kills. He's now the last alive. He's going to try and get the kill on a Magisk. That's going to force Glaive off the defuse. He can play the time on this as well. He's backed off 3 kills already, and he knows that Glaive's running for it. What a win from Sonny in specific, but Mousesports overall as they go 7-3, and he wants the kill against Glaive. Unfortunately, he'll go down, but the round is won.
It's a nice idea to try and get Glaive there at the very end. Really hammer it home that he won that round single-handedly. But Sonny, here he comes out of the palace area. Always been an absolute beast with the AK-47. It was under the radar for a very long time. It wasn't until the previous major at Krakow where he managed to go there with Penta and turn some heads and show he is a very strong player indeed. It's just a matter of time. He has been on the circuit for a while now. He even played in teams like Ents and stuff like that in Finland. And even before then, he was actually playing in some UK teams, believe it or not. It was,
Imagine if Unse played in Odense.
Yeah, it could, well, probably won't happen anymore. They've kind of disappeared now, haven't they?
It's true. They might get Alu back. Who knows?
He can't do that again. He tried to play for Finnish squad. It really didn't work out for him. He was just there for like 6 weeks. Like, you know what, guys, this isn't really for me. Like, I tried.
3 weeks.
No, I said 6 weeks.
Yeah. It was like 6 months.
Yeah, and it was just they didn't even win the assembly event, did they? We casted that.
No, they didn't.
Epsilon won that. And it's just like,
yeah. Unse and Odense. That's pretty good. I don't mind that.
It's going to be another mishmash buy here. So Mousesports on the bound. You can see they're still struggling as they bring out CZ, Scouts. Same story for Astralis, really. This has been an absolute brawl of a game as Chris J's feeling brave with the pistol. Can he get everything done? Apparently not. Glaive, fall from the previous round, does take him down. Device with the deagle. They find the bomb. This is really scrappy from Mousesports. They're trying to make a really fast A play here, but they're all disjointed. No one's going in together. It's just running in one by one with pistols and CZs and Scouts and all sorts. It's going to be Astralis winning this round. This is not the prettiest strike you've seen. Glaive gets another kill there. Throws the incendiary to push him back, then punishes him straight after. Sticko cannot do anything about this. 17 HP. He just knows he's going into his certain death here.
Well, it's a good response to losing the ropey buy in the previous round from Astralis. The AK picked up from Device to fortify their chances, and he'll make good work of it. Short work of Sticko, and it's now 7-4, so they're still clawing back in. 7 rounds already for Mousesports. T-side Mirage is pretty good.
Pretty.
Yeah, that was better. You got the timing a little better on that one.
Yeah. I've probably seen a lot more of it.
I wasn't actually trying to do it, and then I realized halfway through that I could. So that's my excuse.
It's going to be full eco now.
They had that on the plane on the way over.
They always do. They always have like 2 or 3 episodes. It's a classic. Everyone can just sit there and enjoy it. Don't need to know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
There's no developing narrative. It's just all individual episodes.
I watched a documentary about Canuck and I, the crow in Vancouver. Canuck.
The crow?
Yeah, look it up. Canuck. He's famous.
That's a famous crow.
Yes.
As in a bird?
I'm not. Yeah. Yes. I'm not even joking. He's a pet crow.
How famous can he be?
He's very famous, actually.
Okay. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, you should. He's got a Facebook page. He's got an Instagram.
I bet he has.
He does. I'm going to make Jaden one of those. Man, oh man, her Instagram would be lit.
Dupree. With the huge plays of the M4A4.
Do you know how many DMs I could slide into with her Instagram if Jaden had one?
Of other dogs?
Yes. Essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Dupree takes Rob's. I like how we both got there in the end.
It will be right over 13.
Female dogs, specifically.
Yeah. And we'll see if Mousesports will buy up this round. Looks like they will. AK's Galil. There is an AWP. I was about to say Scout is an AWP. No one really running away with the game. Sunny's had some big moments, but no one's like carrying Mousesports right now. They've got 7 rounds. That's pretty decent. If they get one more and win the half, that'll be very good news for them. Number 13, and they'll be pushing middle. That's Astralis, that is. Dupree is relentless this game. He wants those double nades. Oh, they just about missed out on Sticker there. He's been having a rough time with the buys. He knows he's the support player of this team. He'll take the hits and required. He's dropped an AK for his teammates. You know what? I don't need armor. I don't need a weapon. Just give me a pistol, boys. I'll just go naked with the pistol and hope for the best.
Sometimes public indecency is the way to go. Actually, it never is the way to go.
I don't think there's ever a situation where that's the way to go.
Yeah, it's not.
Unless you're trying to get arrested at a sports game, maybe. Just want to go streaking.
Maybe your clothes are on fire and you just need to run into a lake.
Yeah. Oh, there's Oscar at the bottom. That's not good news. He was on a tear yesterday. On ourselves. 5 on 5. Well, less than a minute remaining now, and they are struggling for weaponry and utility. That's what started off so strong, and Astralis certainly clawing their way back. I'm wondering where Kiabi's gone. He's actually signed with North now. I know you might have just watched the major and missed out some of this online CS, so it's Magisk from Optic into Astralis.
And Mertz.
And Mertz, that's right, the academy. As we find ourselves now 7-5, still a 5 on 5. I timed that quite well. And there will be, this is not looking good for Mouse. I'm not sure what the plan is here. They're going to try an A split, but 4 players in the connector. Sunny by the window looking for Dupree. He gets spotted now. He'll have to fall back. And Zipex, yeah, they like that. This is looking very scrappy from Mousesports. Bundling in towards the connector. It was very telegraphed. 10 seconds as well. And they did rather sloppy exchange there, with 5 seconds, the round's over. Sunny will just try and save the AWP and stay alive here. Needs to make sure. Okay, well, he dies at that point, which is not a huge deal. He'll still get money, and yeah, it was too easy to read for Astralis there, because the thing is, when it's like 15 seconds left, you've got 4 players from the connector. It's a very clean and concise call. You can make 4 players connector, everyone can rotate, everyone can lock that down with utility, throw nades in there, and just focus their crosshairs on a very tight choke point. So I didn't think that was ever going to work out for them. 7-6, and it will be a full eco now for Mousesports. P50s, Deagles, 1 set of armor. That's going to be Sunny, and he'll be recruited by Dupree again. Dupree's loving this mid push, man. He does it every single round.
Yep. Flash out. Nade out, in fact.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Alley-oop.
No expectation from just a nade. Nice. Yeah, what do they say with alley-oop?
I don't know. What did they
It's like
say?
no, I forget. It's when you miss. They say nice light from scare. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Device, though, will take down Rops. So everything's turning. Astralis is pulling back in. They're about to tie this up 7-7. They may actually still have a chance to win the half. Sports try and do the same, naturally, with their last buy, but it's Oscar that's gone, and Sunny, last alive, found by Glaive. Elevated next to the balcony on the boxes, and here we go. Last round of the first half. Game 3 of the night. First between these two.
It is game 3. If you are just joining us, you missed the epic triple overtime affair between the old FaZe clan there and Na'Vi. Who would have thought? Who would have think FaZe ran away with that game, but they actually lost 2-0 in the end. It was kind of shocking in that respect. Last round of the first half here. Astralis still with the decent weaponry, of course. Sounds like it's a win the half now. Mousesports with a pretty substantial lead. The problem is Oscar's having one of those games. He doesn't really show up in spades like he usually does. If he does manage to have one of those days where he's finding like 20, 30 kills in a game, you think, well, Mousesports can take anyone down. But him as Rops punishes Device. Fallen style play there. Trying to get to that A ramp and find the first pick, but Rops had already snuck past and surprises him. That was never going to achieve. Running gun with the AK twice. As we go back and forth, as Mousesports find themselves in the 4-2. Magisk and Zipex can't save this time. Zipex, smart he is, waiting for Sunny to push and gets himself at least a window of opportunity here.
Oscar, good shot. Magisk down. Zipex sits inside of the vents. He'll work his way back toward the site. But Oscar waits. So 8-7, Mousesports do win the half. T side of Mirage. Not bad.
Yeah, they claw their ways back into it. It's actually pretty good. 8-7 at half. Anyone's game, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Chris J showing us what he can do with that Glock opening up. And then this was another Glock moment. And I saw it from Glaive's POV. He actually did spot him. It was like the last second. And I was like, well, Majors and Co went very, very aggressive at the start of each and every round, especially up there with him. It was actually working considerably well as we get into the second half. Let's swap it all around. Here's the stats, scores on the doors. Majors versus Sticko. I'm not sure that'd be the correct comparison. I'd prefer maybe Zipex and Sticko to be compared, but for now, 12 and 8 as they look on. There will be a headshot percentage of 50% either way. 5 kills for Sticko on the AK-47, 2 for Zipex. Difficult to quantify that considering he's on the CT side.
There you go, though. 11 and 8. So we'll get back into it any second. Once the figures spawn in front of our camera. There they are.
Robots here.
They're going to be here for years to come, Henry. They'll outlive us all.
Did you ever read about that time someone made a Quake server, right? They forgot to shut it down. And it was like these bots playing each other perpetually for like 15 years, right? And they become so smart and learn every single move that they could, like, they got them so, because the Quake bots develop and they learn as they play. Like, you put them on
It's
certain
remarkable.
difficulty.
It's an early integration of artificial
And
intelligence.
a guy went on the server and he realized they'd kind of like, they'd become perfect Quake players. They'd kind of understood the game perfectly. They played for like 10 years against each other for so long. They become these amazing players, and like it was a big article about it, like, and how weird it was that the server had been running for so long.
And
It's
then
quite
they made
interesting.
this Dota bot that smoked all the pros.
Did it actually win? I
Yeah,
didn't
beat
watch
them
it.
all.
But I guess it's just 1v1 in mid lane, wasn't it? So like,
But still.
no, I'm just saying, like, you have to give all the information.
Sure. Sure. The thing is with FPS, though, is like you can just give a bot an aimbot.
Oh, exactly, right? So that's essentially what it is. Either way, it's going to be Sunny with the USP. He is so good at the pistols, as you can see. Managed to land 2 headshots, and it will be Zipex with the Glock to bring it on throwing 3. These two are very closely contested. It seems like they're going toe-to-toe every single round with back-and-forth trades, no one running away with it. And Rops does have vision of the bomb just about, I think. It's surprised CL had to nail that shot. Chris J can't believe his luck. How is he still alive? This is not pretty to watch. And Dupree, though, will do some good work from the Palace area. Looking to take that Sticko here. Chris J finally gets the better of Device, and now Dupree, 5 HP. Surely he doesn't win this one. And it will be the final kill coming in. Device, so a bit of a shocking moment there towards CPL. Sunny, definitely not shocking. It was beautiful at times. Sunny is not from Slovakia. He is from Finland.
That is accurate.
So let's update that.
It's always sunny in Finland. That's not true.
No, it's definitely not.
Part of Finland is in the Arctic Circle.
Yes. Ooh, what is that going on there? Is that all decoys thrown towards the window? Zipex,
Yes,
of course.
look on the radar. It shows us a big O.
That's right. Rob's push towards Palace is actually a very common strategy against these sort of eco plays. Try and get the information. It's a partial buy from the Astralis this time, of course. Well, I guess you got a force buy with the second round. They didn't manage to win the previous round, but they do bring Deagles and armor to this one. Zipex with the UMP Deagle incendiary combo after taking down Rops.
Rops. Rop the base. That's if he goes on like a flank through the other person's spawn.
Yeah.
We'll call it Rop the base. Chris J, catwalk, Magisk, underpass. Not going to confront each other yet because Chris is going to back off and see what Stick goes up to. Try to watch inside of the apartments. Stick with only the UMP to work with, but that's fine. They've only got Deagles to go against, although I say that, the Deagles have already found a kill. UMP now picked up for Device as a result of that kill. So Shadow set crossfire with CT stairs to watch both the entrance from connector and A main. But they go to B and Sticko in the corner. Ooh, window to see if they were going to run around behind because no one was directly watching middle, and then Device catches him off. Reads it well. In the site they go. Missed shots from Chris is going to cost him surely because even though he gets the first kill, damage has been done, and it's sufficient enough for Glaive to capitalize immediately, leaving us with Sunny and Oscar on rotation. 2 of the UMPs now in action for the Astralis side with the bomb planted as well. More missed shots. Sunny, same fate, goes down to the second man after Glaive does the damage this time, and Device follows it up. Just Oscar.
Well, I don't think he'll be able to do much about this one. No kit, no grenades, Famus, and pretty low HP as well. It's the Deagles of Astralis to come out on top, and Device finding 2 kills there. Dupree and Magis will go down, but 3 players survive. And Oscar will be trying to take a few down with him if possible. Glaive won't even check something else. The cleanest of kills, but they all count. Bit of a teabag maybe. Nope, not going to happen. And he'll be falling back with the Deagle in his back pocket. So Astralis start off towards A. It was Rops who went aggressive, so they got their man advantage. They managed to get up a UMP in their inventory. Fell back towards B, trade out frags, and take the lead. Mousesports presumably force back themselves. What have they got? Armor, 1 Famus, and Deagles. A 5-7 for Rops. Don't see that too often. That obviously replaces the CZ, and Astralis about to go far. Oscar suspects they might be and sprays it through the smoke. Gets no damage inflicted just yet. Sunny waiting for the flames to go down, and he'll drop his one-way smoke in the connector. Try and stop him doing so. This could be a great play from Sunny. 3 times as well. Just stay committed if he drops the smoke then. There we go, smoke down. Stops him getting that connector. He'll be able to sort of see.
So far, but Device is still there. Chris J spots but falls off with the USP. Still the lead for Mousesports. But only by 1. Oscar yet to do anything with the gun carried over. Zipix is going to work out with the UMP. Rops is below him. He's a shorter man too, so he is below him.
Ooh, Sunny, there it is. Manages to take down the Jizz. Chris J's on to wake up as well. Chris J, 2 Famus kills, and Rops will chime in at the very same time. Device left in an impossible situation. 20 seconds. Surely he gets nothing out of this. Mousesports don't even have to be part of the round. Let him play himself as he desperately looks for any sort of opportunity now. Every second they can gather together is going to be very beneficial. As we hit the 10-second mark now, it looks like his days are done. One of them seems to be hiding. Oh dear, they're not hiding, man. Finally, Chris J strikes, takes him down.
Well struck.
And it will be back and forth again. This has been the storyline of this game so far. No one can get a substantial lead. Mousesports forced by themselves and take down Astralis. Deagle work coming in strong.
So 1-1-1 to start off the second half. 10-8. A little picked up for Rops. He'll take advantage of. Zipix the only one with an AK this time by for Astralis. Dupree, Magisk, Zipix. They'll all walk by. As Device is set with a nade, it'll go over and into the site. Speaking of nades, one thrown down the B apartments and bounces off the wall. Does an okay amount of damage to Zipix, who again has the gun. Glaive and Dupree gone. Magisk as well. The gun still holding to catch anyone working up catwalk. Device getting the only kill. And finally, Zipix can do something with the AK. Wants to plant and want to try and deny. They want to try and deny, but they won't be able to do so. So a little bit extra cash for Astralis, but the 11th round for Mousesports.
Well, here we go. And will be Mousesports back-to-back rounds there. Bomb planted for Astralis, not the end of the world, but still they should be in a pretty dire state going to the next round to see what they can scrape together. At 3k, not ideal with that bomb going down. They'll probably just take a partial buy here with the PD-50s, the Deagles, flashbangs. Try and get the bomb down again. These rounds are possible in terms of getting a victory there, but it takes a mistake. Maybe similar to what we saw with Rops pushing the Palace in that sort of area. He gives a kill away, maybe a rifle, then all of a sudden they can fall apart and snowball. Certainly, Astralis have the potential to bring that to the table. They're going to just rush towards the Palace area. There's only one player waiting for them. That's Rops. He went up before, but he gets one. Trade it out here. There it is. This is where it all begins. Sunny with the wall bang, though. Very, very well played. Looks like crisis has been averted. Maybe not just yet. Glaive will take one more, and all things considered, that's not too bad. They would have liked a bomb plant perhaps, but 2 kills out of not much investment will be fine. We will go into round number 6 here. 12-8 in favour of Mousesports. But still, you feel like we will see Astralis bounce back with the full gun round. They are I guess you would say that the stronger team, arguably, but with the latest edition of Magisk, it's still a bit of an unknown element, really. But round number 6, double orb setup. This is where we find Mousesports at their very strongest. Oscar and Chris J. We discussed it yesterday on the analyst test. I think like they are one of the most underrated double orb setups in the game.
Absolutely. So much skill there and maturity from Chris. Oscar with the explosion. Chris, that's why. Hits a shot, hits a second. Dupree down as well. Mouse is the class of the field so far.
It's really weird play from Astralis. What are they hoping to achieve there? Is crawling up connector with no utility, just guns out, walking up the connector steps. Like, that was never really going to work out for them. There's plenty of smokes you can drop from middle area to land on the CT side of the connector, so it loses that vision. Get in there. We're on either side. If your teammates are coming like this, they've had a much better go at it. They might get a couple of kills here. There's still a chance. I'm not sure, but that can be a lot cleaner. Sticko will come through, 13-8. That was just poor from Astralis. You can see they've still got a few holes to plug perhaps with this lineup. But 3K on them. It's looking like Mousesports will get 14 rounds here. They might be able to justify going up to 2K with the lost bonus racking up. But yeah, that's why we see a lot of teams on the T side. Throw the smoke from middle that lands on the CT side of connectors, so you can actually get in there and not just walk in blindly like that. There's CT presence for maybe ticket booth, the bomb site, the steps, you have no idea, and you're just walking blindly into it.
So Mousesports 3 rounds from the end, and quite a bit in hand, literally, compared to what Astralis has in this round, in the form of 2 AWPs, DWAs, I don't know what I was going with there. AWMs from the loot crate. Silence AWM is so satisfying.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You want to make sure you get that. Get a little red dot on there.
A little red, yeah. No, 8 times, please.
And they'll go for the pass by here. Medicine device with the armor. A couple of flashbangs. Eagles, CZ PD50s. And we'll get into the round, shall we?
We shall. Magistical certainly gets stuck in. Stuck into a 6-foot hole by Chris J. As he nails the coffin shut with a lovely .300 mega bullet. To take out the final 2. Efficient, Mousesports. Very quick and concise.
This double orb setup, I tell you, when they get on the CT side and they get the money stable, they win a couple of rounds, it's difficult to shut this one out because Oscar's such a firecracker when he gets going. Like, he can
Firecracker. Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, when he gets going, he wants to be pushing all those positions. He's in front of your smokes. He's really difficult to handle. And then Chris J's really solid, safe pair of hands.
It's the first time I ever threw a firecracker in my life. I pulled it behind my back and went to throw it, but I held onto it too long and it blew up in my fingers. It was just a little one, thankfully.
Yeah, they're small, like ones.
Yeah, little tiny ones. Yeah. I cried.
Yeah.
I cried and I cried.
We don't need 28.
That's fine. Rops will take down Zipix. Chris J will back off because he smoked that connector. And Rops will pursue the position to try and get the angle with the AK-47. Does so as well. Goes straight through and Dupree's not ready for it. They are controlling the pace. They are dictating the plays and they are dominating Astralis. Just can't even figure out where to look next as Rops finds yet another kill rotating over. A brilliant job by him to find 3 kills in the round. All in different positions, all in different fashions, and he may get a 4th by doing the same. Rotating back, he's going to hear Glaive coming. Gets in behind in jungle, but Molotov will hold Glaive at bay.
Well, that's desperate.
That is desperate.
This is a flashbang, boys. I'm coming round.
Rops wants the 4K.
Yeah.
He'll get it.
So if anyone's unaware, sometimes you throw a pistol around. It's a really kind of
Worked
desperate
once
moment.
in history when Swag threw his pistol before Swag then threw everyone else's pistols.
Yeah, like you throw the pistol, and it didn't work 1.6 there. They didn't have the physics that the Source engine does. But the Source, you can do it. You can jump and throw your weapon. It looks sometimes like a flashbang. You zoom in like an AWP, and you can bait out maybe a crosshair movement, or even maybe sometimes really lucky a shot, and then you peek after that. So it's just like kind of confuse the opponent and maybe just make it a little bit weird for them. Match point though for Mousesports, and there has to be a force buy and maximum loss bonus for Astralis here, and we'll see 4 AKs and Magistics with the CZ. A little bit of utility to work with. As Glaive has to mastermind the next strategy. We'll see what he comes up with.
Mastermind. Can't relate. So Chris J will fall inside of the site with the AWP, gets position early. For a last-ditched effort from Astralis. You might want to wish on those stars, boys.
Lucky, lucky stars.
Sitting, I think, 4-0 currently, if I'm not mistaken.
They are, yes. They had a good start.
Likely top the league with those stats.
On Mousesports. Oh, Sticker, I actually like this play. He can actually hear the smokes being pulled. They haven't got smokes, so what is he going to do? They're going to come around the corner. He at least gets one. If he gets two, they give the rounds over. Let's have a look. What has he got? Magisk waiting for his cue.
That's the wrong button. I'm sorry, Tom.
Flash. He dodged it. Yeah, one sticker. That had to be a kill, though. Nice movement from Magisk to bounce off the wooden beams there, but it looks like Astralis might have another round available for us here. Chris J will go down. Okay, he won't. No, he will never die. He's immortal. It's Chris J. Finally does get dropped. It seemed like he's going to absolutely go wild there. As, oh, bit of lag, but Oscar now will be taken down. So yes, it was Zico, nice position. He had to get at least one there. Two the round would have done, but Chris J, what was that?
That's ridiculous. Some people would even say that is redonkulous.
How did he hit this? Boom. Well then. Yeah, sneeze out the demons.
Wow, yeah, get him out of here. Extortion. I actually pressed my cough button and sniffled a minute ago, but I actually realized I pressed my talk back and just sniffled right in Tom's ears.
Yep, nice. Well, it looks like this one we had the double orb set up again. It's brutal. And Oscar and Chris J are playing like savages. It looks like Astralis are about to get wrecked.
Yeah, they are. Rob's just standing on the edge of the smoke. He's played so well all game, and he'll close it out himself. Mousesports. Man, oh man, these guys are looking great.
They are. Well, to be fair, we have to realize that Astralis obviously have some growing pains with just coming in. If they're all 5 players on point, they're wrecking the economy, having the momentum, they'll look great. As soon as Mousesports start turning up, you can see their T-sided approach sometimes having some massive holes in it. That really massive round that comes to mind is when they walk up connector with no utility deployed whatsoever, just contact plays, and just getting owned by Chris J because he couldn't believe the fact he got such easy kills there. But first half was a lot of fun, second half, not so much.
Well, with that, we'll take our break, join the desk, and bring it back in just a minute.
Incendiary out.